What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and thanks for joining the show, everybody. Well, today I actually want to talk about some definitions, and I think this is super important. I talked a lot about reflecting, and by reflecting, I mean this. You are looking back over time and space. You're looking back at your life. You're looking back at a certain event or instance, and you are looking back to learn, grow, and improve and change. You're looking back for your part where you were wrong, and you're looking back where what you did was successful, and you learn and grow from both. And I want to talk about justification, because justification is simply the act of looking back to prove that you weren't wrong, to prove that you did everything right. And I've actually watched and seen a lot of failure in business and just in life in general when this happens, where we justify as people and then we ignore the lessons, and we actually really squander the opportunity in that moment to improve, to really grow and move forward in life and actually change as a person, because we justify rather than reflect. And it's important to see where we justify and where we're justifying ourselves to prove that we didn't do wrong. And here's the thing is, nobody's perfect. Like, find a perfect person, right? Find somebody who doesn't screw up. So that means that I'm wrong in some way, some part, somehow, in pretty much everything I do. Not I'm saying pretty much, but really it's like in everything I do. There's no perfection in me. And so you look at that and it's like, okay, cool. How big was my part? 2%, 1%, 0.5%? I still got to look back and find that. What if it's 50%? And I think it's so interesting, because the ability to do that, the humility that's required to do that, are two of the biggest and most life-changing, impactful things that you can have in order to move forward in life. Like, the ability to look back and see where you're wrong, learn, grow, improve, and change is enormous. Enormous to move you forward in life, enormous for you to change and have healthy relationships, enormous for you to change and learn about money and finances and increase your literacy there, enormous in change to learn hard skills that are needed to improve in life, whether it's sales, whether it's development, whatever it's going to be, the hard skill that you need for that next stage and the next step. It's enormous for improving all the soft skills, negotiation, sales. It is so impactful, because now every moment, every rep that you do is now a life-changing event, because you can look back, learn, and improve. Like, wow, even to the point of, awesome, everything was just mediocre. Nothing was super negative. How could I take it from mediocre to great? And you stop and you can think. And I think it's so important to stop and really self-assess to see, awesome, what areas do I justify in? What areas am I more likely to justify in? What areas am I okay being wrong? Because everybody's okay being wrong somewhere, and we're all okay not being wrong somewhere else. And having the humility to stop and look back, right? To understand where we are and understand to grow and to change is so important. And it's actually really where life is. Like, if you think about this, like, anything that's not growing is really dead. And that's where the decay of life as a person even starts. Like, our bodies, they stop rejuvenating, they stop growing, they stop changing. Like, as we get older, we stop moving and things like that. And so it seems to be that this is also the case personally. I worked with an older gentleman in high school. It was one of my first jobs, landscaping, and he was in his 70s, and you wouldn't have known, because he was constantly learning and constantly active to change. And it really actually made a big impact on my life looking at him. I was like, man, when I get to be his age, I don't want to sit and watch TV, because I knew a lot of older people. And a lot of older people in my life at the time just watched TV, and they seemed lifeless. They seemed like dull and sad and like cool. And they actually passed away at younger ages than he did. And it just seems to be that there has to be something more with purpose in life. And part of the purpose and part of the movement and the forward movement comes too from reflecting. Like, did I actually move towards my vision today? Did I become more of the man that I want to be today? And having that reflective time at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, what am I going to do to really move towards the vision? What am I going to do to really build and create today? Like, what is it that I'm going to do? What needs to take place in my life for that to be done? And so anyways, guys, that's it for today. So I'll catch you later. Peace.